Welcome to the Goddess Key Podcast, the show that brings you the keys to unlock your true divine essence with spiritual knowledge, tools, information for your enlightenment and transformation. And now with your host, Lasagna the Goddess. Peace and blessings, everyone. This is Lasagna with the Goddess Key. Thank you for joining me on this Femininity Friday. Sorry I missed last week, but I was having some family issues, so I was not able to do any recordings, but nevertheless, I am back. And also, please, while you're at it, please like, share, and subscribe to the show. It will be such a blessing to know that you're listening and you are enjoying the show and the content that I'm trying to bring and develop to help bring you the keys to unlock your true feminine energy as we can grow and develop into beautiful goddesses. Okay, so I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about on the show, and I've been following the coronavirus in depth because at one period of time, and still, I wanted to live in China and had made a few friends in China. So when it first broke out with the virus, I was a little concerned because I do have a few friends that was helping me learn how to speak Chinese, and we just developed a friendship over the past couple of years. And so I've been looking at that, and now that it's here in the United States, and taking any precautions that I need to make sure that I'm healthy and also with my children and family. But within my prayer and meditation and just trying to figure out what spirit wanted to bring forth, I'm surrounded. I have a few books, and of course I've always spoken about the Queen Code book that I have, and was flipping through this morning, and this is what I was led to, and it's really from, when you look at what's going on and how out of balance we are with the coronavirus, with the natural disasters. I know in Tennessee, here in the United States, they had a major tornado. They also, here in my state, we've had a lot of rain. And, before the year was out, Australia was going through the massive fires that was there. So it's been a lot that's been going on with the planet and earthquakes and things of that nature. So this came up as I opened the book, and it reads, "One reason for the chaos on the planet is that the goddess has been written out of the equation." And this is so true. And it says the divine masculine is revered, but the divine feminine or goddess has been downgraded. The goddess is the feminine essence of the creator, the part of the whole that restores and lovingly nurtures us back to a place of grace and flow. The goddess is the great teacher, ancient wisdom, and cosmic knowledge. She represents abundance, prosperity, plentiful, and overflow. She is the great mother. She is the universal queen. She is the highest level of ascension that a woman can reach on earth. It is a time to unveil the full story because it is the reemergence of the divine feminine that will restore peace and order on the planet. The divine feminine is the missing link. Awaken and remember that there can be no kingdom without a queen. And the divine feminine has been written out, and it is being suppressed. As a former Muslim, I know this very well, because it's almost in an oppressive state where you really can't even show or allow your divine essence to be seen. And also within Christianity, to a certain point, is starting to rear its head. But for thousands of years, the woman has been suppressed. That divine feminine energy has been suppressed. When you look at Christianity, it should be the Father, the Mother, and the child, but they have the Father, the Holy Spirit, and Son. So where's the mother? Even though the feminine energy is of the spiritual world, and you can say, well, Holy Spirit, that means, the feminine essence. You can look at it in that way. The Islamic moon and crescents is supposed to represent the goddess, the feminine woman. The moon represents the woman, but at the same time, it's being suppressed and oppressed. So until we bring back that divine feminine essence, we will continue to have this unbalance and havoc and chaos within this physical realm. And but within that, we have to learn what true feminine energy and what true feminine goddess energy and representation, what that really is, because it's not just about how we look on the outside, but how we develop ourselves in our intuition, our psychic ability, our creativity, and stillness, and looking at all of the different things that makes up or what represents true feminine energy, or true feminine, or what a true feminine goddess really is. Because we have been so programmed in this masculine society and thinking in a masculine way, that what we really do is not feminine. We look feminine, but we don't conduct or convey true feminine energy. So Monday is the full moon, and this is a good time to get in tune with your feminine energy, to understand the moon cycles, because the moon represents the mother. The moon is the feminine essence permeating within the universe, that we can harness and learn and help us to develop more of our feminine energy. So with the full moon, good time to release. Try to set good intentions to start better habits and things that you want to let go and bring forth in. So let's say you want to stop drinking alcohol and start drinking more water, or leave certain things alone and start something new. So this would be a good time to set those things and be grateful for the things that you have already achieved, and grateful for the people that is within your life, and doing your prayer and meditations, and just being more in tune with self. And a lot of times we tend to, especially women, we're pulled in so many different directions. We don't take really enough time with self and really developing who we are on the inside. We develop more so on the outside with the hair and the nails and the clothes and the eyelashes and the makeup. But we're really not taking the time to develop the psychic ability, your creativity, your intuition, learning how to be still, learning a place of quiet, learning how to meditate, learning how to focus, doing all those things internally. Okay, so sometimes it's just good to just let all of that other stuff go, the hair, the nails, the makeup, the clothing, and just strip it down and start from the inside and build from the inside outward. That's what has my process. And as I've gone through that process of not necessarily caring so much about what it is necessarily what I look on the outside, not to say I don't take care of myself and don't want to look beautiful when those times when it's needed. It's not such a main focus. My main focus is on growing healthier in the mind. And when I'm growing healthy in the mind, that permeates through the spirit and also in the physical body. So I'm not necessarily drawn so much to clothing, but when this time is needed, yes, I want to look nice and I will make sure, but that's not my main goal. And I hope that kind of helps you to understand what I'm saying. So when you start to look at it or flip the frame and look at it in a different way, then you can start to develop those healthy mental habits, and then it will carry out in the physical way in your appearance and things like that, and you'll feel even more better, because sometimes we're painting on a face for the world, but behind the face you're depressed, you're unhappy, you don't feel loved, there's a lot that's going on, and you're trying to put forth this beautiful face when your internal self hasn't been developed. And one way is, for me, has been learning the phases of the moon, getting in touch with the divine feminine, and cultivating and understanding what true feminine energy is. Because this is a male-driven society, and we tend to conduct and think in a way that is masculine, and we're thinking that it's feminine, but it's really not. So with that being said, again, Monday is the full moon. Great time to do your gratitude journal, release and let go, set good intentions, do some spiritual baths, anything that will help cultivate and develop your feminine energy. So please, again, visit my website, thegoddesskey.com. Also on Facebook and Instagram, The Goddess Key 333. Like, share, and subscribe to the show. And I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I have a coloring positive affirmation journal that will soon be available. And I have a couple of copies that I ordered for proofs. And I think I'm going to give those away. So if you go to my Facebook or Instagram account and subscribe, you will know about the giveaway, and hopefully you will win one of the journals, because I have 3 that I'm going to give away. Okay, with that being said, I hope you all have a fantastic Friday. Look for the Queen Affirmation on Monday, and until then, peace and blessings. Thank you for joining me on this week's Goddess Key podcast. Please make sure you visit my website, thegoddesskey.com, where you can subscribe to the show on iTunes, Spotify, and Speaker, so you'll never miss a show. And while you're at it, if you found value in the show, please head over and rate the show on iTunes or Spotify. Also share it via Facebook, Instagram, and all social media platforms for your family and friends. And join me next Saturday evening as we meet on our spiritual journey. Peace.